The grandeur of my lifestyle is a myth. I am underpaid considering the value I've created.
2 private jets, residences in London, Toronto, and Palm Beach. Meanwhile, your share price is dropping like a stone.
Pension funds, small investors, people are losing their shirts.
It is too late.
No, it's not. That's my point.
The ladies say they never intended for you to gain control of Arcus.
It was all explained to them in language a 10-year-old can understand.
What are you
You're gonna have to fight them, you know, all those bastards. It's your turn. At least your father was a gentleman.
Even as he was being shown the door.
George didn't want to be in the Shark Tank with the rest of us. His heart wasn't in it. But yours is, isn't it?
London Telegraph, David.
They're waving.
Lord Black of Cross Harbour.
It is an overwhelming honor.
And if you had to renounce your citizenship to get into the House of Lords, would you do that?
As a former Prime Minister once said, just watch me.
Yeah, I think you're quite magnificent.
As are you.
Surely, you know you cannot leave a man like Conrad Blake in London alone. You will lose him. Or he will lose me.
The thing is, I think I've fallen in love with you.
Perhaps you should see a psychiatrist.
I have. In fact, he's seen you on television and is totally sympathetic.
It's racketeering. I know where the letter is. I just have to get it.
Despite the ululations of the media, there is still a possibility that I am innocent.
That's not what they're saying on Wall Street.
My colleagues are trying to tell you that they consider you a thief.
It's all would have slipped under the radar if the spending wasn't so conspicuous.
It's taken out of context.
Oh, what other context is there?
I'm not prepared to reenact the French revolutionary renunciation of the rights of the nobility. We are proprietors after all.
This is far from over.
It's just business. Business is eternal.
Not for you, it isn't.
That remains to be seen.
I want out of here. Let's go back to London or New York. Let's just get away from this.
Nowhere that's away from all this. You know better than anyone else. You don't have rights that supersede the rest of the population.
This is how the rats disembark. Noisily, picking their teeth.
Like it or not, there is a ruling class in our society. But people like you continue to cling to this children's fable that somehow that fact subverts your freedom and democratic rights. Sir, the opposite is true. I and my peers are defenders of freedom. Your freedom.
I'm afraid I have an extravagance that knows no bounds.
Would you love me if I were penniless?
No.
And you'll still lose everything. The jets, the houses, your important friends, your political contacts, but most especially, your freedom.